books of Timothy. Today, we're diving into two deeply personal and practical letters in the New Testament. 1st and 2nd Timothy. You'll find them nestled toward the end of the New Testament, right after the big letters to churches like Romans and Corinthians, and just before a letter to another church leader named Titus. They're placed here for a reason. If the Gospels are the foundation and the book of Acts is the story of the church's explosive birth, these letters are like a blueprint for how that movement sustains itself. It's about passing the torch to the next generation. Traditionally, these letters are connected to the Apostle Paul. The narrative voice is that of a seasoned, battle-tested mentor, writing to his younger protege, Timothy, who he views almost like a son. Reading them feels less like a theological lecture and more like listening in on a heartfelt, urgent conversation. It's an older leader pouring out his wisdom, his fears, and his hopes for the future of the communities he helped build. To get the picture, you have to imagine the world they lived in. The early Christian movement is young, vibrant, but also vulnerable. It's spreading rapidly through the Roman Empire, but with that growth come challenges. Confusing new ideas and distorted teachings are starting to circulate, like a virus threatening the health of these young churches. There's a pressing need for good, solid leadership to guide people through the confusion. This is where the letters come in. 1 Timothy feels like a field manual for Timothy, who is leading the church in the major city of Ephesus. It opens with a clear charge: confront the false teachers. From there, it lays out a vision for a healthy community. What should worship look like? What kind of character is essential for those who lead? It gives practical guidance on how people in the church should relate to each other with honor and respect. 2 Timothy shifts the tone dramatically. The perspective here is from a dark Roman prison cell. The mentor knows his time is short. This isn't a manual anymore. It's a final charge. It's a call for Timothy to be courageous and endure hardship. The writer uses powerful metaphors to get his point across. Be like a focused soldier, a disciplined athlete, a hard-working farmer. All of them persevere for a greater reward. He warns that difficult times are coming, but points Timothy back to the scriptures as his anchor, his reliable source for truth. The letter culminates in one of the most famous sign-offs in history. A reflection on a life poured out for a cause, having fought the good fight and finished the race. When you zoom out, a few major themes blaze through both letters. First, the crucial importance of sound doctrine. It's about protecting the core identity of the message from distortion. Second is the theme of godly leadership. Leadership isn't about power or status, it's about integrity, humility, and character. And finally, the unavoidable reality of perseverance through suffering. The path of faith is portrayed not as an easy one, but as one requiring immense courage and resilience. Ultimately, 1st and 2nd Timothy answer a vital question in the Bible's story. How does a revolutionary movement started by Jesus endure beyond its first generation? The answer these letters give is through the faithful passing of the torch, from one person to another, grounded in the truth of the scriptures and lived out with courage, no matter the cost. They are a timeless reminder that faith is not just a personal belief, but a precious treasure to be guarded, lived, and handed on.